Oni ransom chikong ransom denza Jave Lama Shabla so and Lama Dan Gunjo Rinpoche Namba Sumgi Dada Simche Namja Loju Zundora Chingi Love the So Chulam Dundora Chingi Love the Alam Tulbasal or Chingi Love the So Tunai Shit Suchar Chingi Love the So Toper Ranjutal or Chingi Love the So Tukji Janju member Chingi Love the So Transcendent number Chingi Love the So Tui Yermende Chingi Love the So Kanda Jojo Tengi Tenandish Lomra Jurbo Kansa Teng the temperature get Jarbesh number the bottom gender de Namaria Tambal Hai get down the ginger, Dada me again. Drawing in Dagage Zambara, Tam Jage, Dagage, then to Namgadanya Besim Gentam Jalana member. Young Dabrans of Sonjaki, Kovaram, Bojichinage, and Tobraja, the Echedo. Tambujos and Mosembergi or number 2 young Tabasol of the Senbasho, the young can't Sembracha Chine. Geze Tomene, Stemege Shalne, Shengane Sumbe, and so titled Tibetan I forget too, so now it's kind of Tong may have some 30 stanza of the how to way to walk to Bodhisattva into enlightenment. So that is the we are going to discuss. So all your attitude, taking refuge, generate bodhicitta is very important. Every time only repeating, and we go through also take refuge, generate bodhicitta, and then also you're constant contemplating for measurelessness, and then we have offering to mandala to the course teaching, and then begin to start to teaching now. So in this case we're doing this 37 stanza of the great Mahasiddha Bodhisattva Ngulchu Tokmi. And so now we are is a kind of among the 37 stanza, and this is a 9 stanza we are begin. So we are now, this is the what? It's 7, 8.
We're on 9.
9, right? Okay. Yeah, it's 9. Okay. Sisum Dewa Silbashin. So you know, up until that morning we talk about most of them, like Vinaya Sutra point of view. More this is the Vinaya Sutra. Now from here, now getting to Bodhisattva, Mahayana Sutra started. So that's also you should have somewhat know where we are now. So we finished this morning. No, not finish it, but kind of that is the most information get from the Vinaya Sutra. But now is the Mahayana Sutra begin. Sisum Dewa Tsatsi Silbashin Yutsam Shigla Jigbe Chuchen Yins. So there's Sisum meaning the three world. Happiness of three world. Happiness of three world is as like dew on the grass leaf. You getting that?
Blade of grass.
Blade of the grass. Yes, a drop of the blade of grass. How worldly happiness is not giving any kind, increasing or sustaining this happiness forever is impermanent. And how quick that impermanent is like the drop of the drop of the water from the rain from landed at the leaf. Soon as sun shining, that will not last long, it dry up. So happiness of the three world is so much easy to disappear. Happiness does not last long. So here is pointing to when we have happiness in the world, three world meanings desire realm, form realm, and formless realm. That's called three realm or three world. So this is include all sentient beings, 6 realm. So in 6 realm, any happiness there not last long, very short, but this can cause more suffering too. So that is saying, sisim dewa tzazi salvation, meaning like drop of the on the in grass leaf, dew drop, right? Do you say dew that? Yeah, dew on the blade, on the grass is so quick, dry up. It not last long, and because you can see that morning, but sunlight comes, it dry up. So these three world happiness are the so impermanent. It's not last long. So that means don't clinging and grasping on the temporary happiness, because these are the just kind of temporary, not forever lasting, So you have anything happiness, human being, lasts not long, but change into sufferings. So there's a huge something like Jigbe in the nature of decay or disappear. One instant, huge means very instant, last long. This not last long. So that the case, the samsara happiness we have, postum, you have house. But again, this before you get house, you have to work hard to make the money to accumulate it, and then finally you make the house to be buy. And when saving the money for the buying house, you have working very hard, but you really working hard to aim to get this happy house. So you think happiness will be happy when I get house. I put all effort to get house, and then after I get house, it doesn't give me more happiness. Now after I have house, I have paid the mortgage. I have to remodel house, and then tax paying. The house bring lots of more problem. So the happiness was bring house, but that is not last long, because soon as you get the house, then you get suffering, extra sufferings. Similar like that, anything in the world we have happiness, it not last long. For example, other things, you getting very name, fame, you become very important person in the world, and sometimes some reason cause you to become no name at all, and you will have no worth, nothing. But then before that, you have that, and you enjoy. But same time, while you enjoy happiness, but you have tremendous suffering going on there too. You have to keep up this, name and fame, working hard, and then worry about maybe reducing your name and fame, and always that that name, fame, what you gain, extra contributing to more suffering and more problem, more thinking. So these are the what they call impermanent of the happiness, anything you gain in the worldly temporarily, a lifetime. And when you are young, you're beautiful, everybody loves you and care you, and certainly slowly decay, and so then no one interested look at you. So that case, it was happy, but not last long. Sooner or later. So anything happiness you enjoy in this lifetime, temporary, is not really forever. And so same things, and people have rich and wealthy, and then certainly you lost all of them, and that's because you have so much good wealth and make you happy, but same time, while you are happy, that time of suffering there, maybe losing what I have, maybe some taking, sometimes distracting, something happened to me. That's I'm carrying on with my happiness, but someday I lose everything, then I'll be more sufferings. So anything that we have on, again, name, fame, money, prosperity, anything, is not last long. After all, when you die, you leave everything behind you. So then, that happiness cannot making any last long. So this case, what he say, don't attach anything you try to get happiness for worldly temporary happiness. And if in case get, and you should be not crying on it, and you use it that for the while you have short-term happiness, you can do something good with dharma things, good things, whatever you have. Don't you misuse it, because this meaning not lasting forever. So here is, in the sixth realm, anything you have about happiness caused by anything, but they are not lasting. It is just like impermanent as like this on the leaf of the grass have drop of water, and how quick they disappear into dry on them. So our happiness of the world is like that. So don't crying, don't attach. That's a saying. Our attachment can be misleading us. So what I should attach then? Attachment is not good word using. Here's a namya majoritarpe kovan chokes. So what I do, nothing this world wealth, value or benefit, and what I should be engaged in my lifetime. Here's a never change, never decrease state of the liberations. When you liberate completely omniscient, that's never change. When you get enlightenment, you become unchangeable forever, free from suffering forever. You have, you can call happiness, but it's not really happiness, beyond happiness. So what we do now, this lifetime, we're striving to get liberation from suffering to attain omniscience. So this stanza teaching us to not attachment of anything in the world. But again, we have to live this world. We need something to live, house, something to eat. That is not here saying, but we not make overdo. When you crying happiness, one thing is that marry in couple beginning, so inseparable, so nice, and then it's year by year. Then you can reduce it, your happiness, giving each other. And after all, many people divorce, and that time have many children also. And not only suffer yourself, you cause the children suffer to many of the children who you produce there. Some of them 5, 2, 3, and they need to partner together. But due to my attachment and crying, I think so that I get this not any more useful and any more boring on that. I am the fresh one to get happiness. But that doesn't get it. So same thing you happening. So we say, when you scratch, itchy. So you scratch. And when you scratch, you feel good. But you're wounding there, make scratch there, make wound. So that forever you there, So this happiness, we're looking for more and more. More you looking, more you hurting yourself. So this case, that what I'm saying is that do not be clinging and grasping anything. But again, you have to know and how much you need it. Buddha also renounced everything, but he have rope and he have the begging bowl, and people bring the food. He have the begging bowl that for eat. He use on that for eating. So he have nothing possession other than the rope and begging bowl. So that's where he lived. Then he renounce everything he don't want. And so food also, the lunchtime, everybody who know that at the time come the lunch, exactly lunch, noon he will eat. And it become late, then noon, he's not accepting any food, so he'll not eat. So people come give on time their food. But, after time passed, then he will not attach to say, I want to eat, I'm hungry still. He giving time himself to live the world. He can practice more benefits, so he little bit will make live, but not extra there. So that case, Buddha has completely renounced anything clinging the existence of the world. So here says, someone would work on the path of enlightenment. So that's great Bodhisattva should walk this way and not clinging to temporary happiness and striving to that happiness, but you should striving to attain the state of liberations, which is that forever unchangeable. So that's what this stanza giving us. So this case, as I'm saying, Mayan tradition beginning to explaining there. So you have any question? And because maybe sometime I want to not too much comment because we have to finish stanza by tomorrow. So I don't know, I'm finishing, but I do my best. So next stanza is the 10th stanza now. Togme tine dala tsiwa chen manam dugna rande chishik chas. This sentence say, Togme tine means beginningless time. Who give love and kind and compassion to me. That is my mother. So my mother suffer and pain, confused. Then I'm looking for my own happiness. That's not fair. So that means, Togme Tune means from beginningless time. Who is kind and loving to me, that's my mother. But since beginningless time until now, that how many I take reborn? Human being can stay 80, 90, 100, no more than that now time. And people die. So that is too short time we live. Then we die, we'll born again. Maybe born to human being. Sometimes we born to animal even. Sometimes God realm, sometimes hell realm also. So these different realm we born. Without mom, without mother, we cannot. We will never fall down on sky or grow in ground. And we have always mother. Then one mother have the child, the mother is very much dedicated her life to the children, actually he doesn't know, she doesn't know where come from these children, certainly in my tummy, and grow up here. And soon as I notice there's something in my tummy that children conceive, I attach that. This is my children and growing. Then I will give birth. So I think I'm very happy to see this. I'm very happy to work with this. So already she rejoicing, she attached and grasping there too much. And so she carefully, she kept 9 months and very uncomfortable, painful physically and mentally, but she kept 9 months. Whenever my mother, whoever my mother was, so she did same thing. Then she gave the birth. Not easy to give birth the child. I don't know, but most of the mother knows how much it's difficult to give birth the child. And that is very painful for her. And her life almost kind of ending there, but sometimes, most time, people are surviving, but it's going through is so risky for life. But still, she was looking for to see the children and take care of the children. After the give birth the children, then she will know it's one born the children here, and that's innocent little children there. She does not know where come from, who this children is. But the karma is very strong. Now this is belong her, not only belong her, possesses, but look like this is her life. These her children is become her life. But that time children does not have any way to know how to take care. If the mother have leave them alone for a few seconds, a few hours, a few minutes, he could be dying there. He could be dying there. But the mother was the one who first time cleaning from the dirty and make sure not hungry, make sure not thirsty, make sure not cold or too warm. but she was completely making all the what need for children she concerned and she take care. And so that, actually, as I'm saying, is she doesn't know where come from these children. Automatically, certainly, she touched that this belong. She will give her life for these children now. But where come from? Somebody asked this, where come from this baby? She cannot know where to say, and she conceived that for sure, but did not know she's father or mother, or brother or sister or enemy even. And so. So that way, mother giving us, raise them, and mother give medicine to protect not to get sick, and teach all kind of danger beginning. So mother is kind of very involved our life. So that think of how much mother have done to us is the kind of incredible love and compassion. Love because she cared. She would do everything make comfort the child, anything make happy the children. And she's compassionate because she want to protect any suffering pain these children may have. And so in this case, she will do everything, work hard to make money for the children. And then giving to children. This doesn't mean she doesn't need any more that giving, but she saved without using herself, but care the children, saving the money, saving the time, all kind of difficulty she take care of the child. So that mother is, you could think, that all the mother have that way. So that is very much, very clearly know we experience, we get, each of us get from mother this kindness, this compassion. And so now you did one mother, you think how much kind we have. She give and become educated and become we walk at the human society. Everything, single things that we have, mother have contributed there. So that way, what she giving to child is doesn't mean she doesn't need it. She need it, but she want more care for the child. She's saving her time, energy, completely for the children. So that is the kind of, you can think of that kindness as so, selfless also. She's no care herself and care the child. So now this is the one mother, But then I can see how long I have been born in this world. Numberless. Then we counting how many mothers we have, we cannot count. Nagarjuna has been saying, he said, Mai to the Jashu Sigutsam, Rilbu Tanja, Tangi Lam. So he was saying, if you want to know how much number of you have been born and how many number of your mother, and then he says that, juniper seed, very tiny seed, size of juniper tree, and all this world, tree, earth, and rock and everything mix up together, make the size of the juniper tree, you count. But all this material cannot enough. So how many number would can have more? He said that's not enough. More number than that. Then now we see how much this mother have done us. Each of mother have done same things. So this case we have to not thinking of this life mother, but basically we get learn, we aware from this life mother, but we have so many mother, many lifetime. So we have to thinking only not one mother. All sentient being has been one time or many time our mother. So we cannot say last mother is not that good, this mother is very good, this life. All mothers same intention, Ignorantly they make mistake because this is mistake because they ignore them, they don't know how to. But sometimes, they care the children. Even animal we can see. So animals sometimes show that some lion and tiger try to get the deer baby, and deer mother is jumping in front of the lion to protect the baby, So that innocent animal has such give up their life to protect their children. And human beings must be more intelligent, much more aware of things. But human being have lots of kindness. But so all the mother has been very kind. So in this case, we have to think about all sentient being, not for one mother, two mother, but all sentient being. So that way, all is have been very loving, kind to us. And when we early age, they touch gently. They give very soft, gentle speech, and look it very lovingly, and very kind, smiles. So one day with the children, mother is so incredible. So they are so pounded jewel, but so that the kind they have given each time our mother, then according to how much number we in samsara is endless. So there's endless mother. So we have to include all sentient being, one time or a few times. They are my mothers. So this case, mother is for all sentient being. One way we're talking mothers. So we have to love toward all sentient being, compassion to all sentient being. Long story short, love means actually you want to bring cause to happiness for them. And the compassion meanings really they want to freeing their suffering problem. So that compassion. So it's this shortcut way. There could be talk more, later come more. And so Tongmin Tine Dalan Tsiwachin means from beginning last time, who is kind through me, all these sentient beings suffer and pain and confuse and suffering there. Then all I want craving my own happiness. Is this is fair? Someone who done so much, I ignore them. I'm looking for my own happiness. It's not fair. So that case, Chishik Cha meaning why for I need to happiness alone, because this great being have been comfort me so many lifetime. So therefore I will do being enter the mind of heart. Limitless all sentient being. I want to liberate, not for temporarily, but liberate forever from the suffering, bring forever lasting happiness. That's my commitment. Being my Maya, meaning that I'm committing now, do anything, I work for them to free from sufferings. When you have automatic attitude like that, by the way, temporary happiness, temporary need is you don't have to aim because you cover by your selflessly and kind and compassion to all sentient being. By the way, you have benefit by this powerful attitude. So sometimes people think I'm thinking too much sentient being, I'm losing myself. That's not true. You get everything along with the blessing. That's quite Dharma blessing, So when you're selfish, then you're not accomplishing benefit yourself, happiness yourself, or you're not contributing any happiness for the other. So one thing of all sentient being, no question, you benefiting yourself and other both, because you benefit all sentient being, you have to really care all this being through knowing this way. And so also benefit yourself because that is the aim to get selflessness. So when you think all sentient being care, and you just completely work on non-referential compassion, non-referential kindness and loving, and that you disappear yourself there, and you become conjunction of selflessness, emptiness, and compassion. That's called union of compassion and emptiness. So that's come from beginning with you have to have this kind of attitude, this kind of motivation necessary. First, we are just kind of cultivating this motivation, and slowly you get more in certain level of love and compassion, And finally, you can embrace totally. And when you get compassion, loving kindness to all sentient beings, one moment you realize that compassion, you're getting a realization of emptiness. So when you actually really realize the emptiness, you're embracing all sentient beings with love and compassion as well. So this is the purpose we are work in the minor part. And now I kind of dedicating and committing in order to benefit. Therefore, Thai meanings that measureless. I cannot measuring how much I'm thinking of the sentient being, meaning limitless sentient beings. And to all sentient beings to liberate from the suffering forever and attain them to the state of enlightenment. So that's the purpose I'm going to go taking bodhicitta. I will take bodhisattva vow and generating bodhicitta. If way you do so, that meaning you are in the bodhisattva way to enlightenment. That's the kind of, practice to get enlightenment. So that kind of attitude is very necessary. Actually, this is very important. And without this, you not get total enlightenment. Relying on your enlightenment, not enlightened, relying on that bodhicitta to generate it. So this generated bodhicitta, you need to have so much. Talking about there are 7 different stages. You have to Marishipa, Tintempa, Tinsawa, Yuan Champa, and Chanchoki Samja. But there's 7 of different things you have to go. We'll talk about later. But this case, you're just totally dedicating your speech, mind, body to liberate being from the suffering forever to attain omniscience. That's the kind of you're dedicating, meaning you're in generating bodhicitta, meaning that mentally you are kind of dedicating, you are really looking for path of the Mahayanas. So this is the 10th stanza. We can talk more, but we keep this much and we'll see. So you have question, it will help me too, so extend it later. And now the 11th stanza we are now. So how you engaging this bodhisattva, bodhicitta, bodhisattva conduct? What the question here is, Dungal Malu Dagdi de le Chung, Zogbis and Yempen Sem le Tung. So here it say Dungal Malu Dadi de le Chung. So here it says all suffering come from where? I have so much suffering, pain, physically, mentally. Where come from? Without exception, this suffering came from I'm grasping self-cherishing. Self-cherishing is the source of all sufferings. So giving the point that selfish is the principle would bring confusion and suffering, all this. So that way you recognize self is the which is causing, without exception, all the suffering which I am experiencing, all sentient beings experience. So this comes from attachment, craving oneself, not thinking about the sentient being. That's caused all sufferings. So now here say, Dzogbu Songye Yempen Sem the Trung is here, Dzogbu Songye meaning completely perfect Buddha. Where it come from that? So that's what says Yempen Sem the Trung, meaning that we have intention and always thinking of other sentient beings. And through the motivating benefit of other sentient beings, work for other sentient beings, that give both all the Buddha and Bodhisattva. So this case, giving that benefiting other is the cause to you Buddha. Benefit yourself, self-cherishing is the causing suffering ourselves, confusion, last long to sufferings. So you can see these two things. Which is the best for me? Look like here, I rather, dedicate myself to other, then my ego who causing all suffering will be disintegrate there. And so all Buddha has been born from the benefit sentient beings attitude to motivate that way, that caused to born in Buddha and Bodhisattva. So here, given reason, therefore, my happiness and other sufferings perfectly change this. So far, I'm suffering pain. What caused me? Because I'm selfish, self-cherishing, always thinking myself. What caused me? That make all the suffering and pain. When we think of other sentient beings, the Buddha and Bodhisattva enlightenment, they attain enlightenment because they have benefit sentient being beginning with. So now this case, I exchange. When I used to think myself more, I think more other sentient being. Used to think of myself only, but now I'm thinking more other sentient being to get benefit, have happiness, and free of suffering for all sentient being. So that is the way exchange self, other is self now. That's only you exchange your mental. So that's the way Bodhisattva walk to enlightenment. So this, you can also, you want to question, I don't mind to have discuss with you. So I'll just make this enough for more for you, this case, and this stanza, 11 stanzas. It could be explained many different ways, but our term concerned, and I can do this much, but your question could help me to more expand this. So next one is a 12 stanza now. Suda duchen ongi daki nor tamche talk to jugna yang. So this is another way the Bodhisattva talking about. Suda duchen ongi daki nor meaning someone whose desire, craving, by power of their great desire, take all my wealth and prosperity, and not I giving, but they just take it, sneak out, and kind of just took out from me and take it. If that case, and I lost everything, he take everything. He doesn't ask me to give, nothing any kind of way he can take it, but politely, but he just, if he want to, then he take it from me. So this kind of people is my big enemy now because they take everything, money, house, even they want to take my life. So this case, this is my object of the anger. I could be angry and make more suffering and painful myself. So we should against them or ask them to give back. They say no. So what we do then here, addition to that, they took from me, but now my body left there and whatever enjoyment left. But more than that, 3 times I have any virtuous good deed, I dedicate to them benefit. Anything I have, all I give it, all this to them. But instead of angry taking my thing, but addition to anything I have, my body, enjoyment, 3 times virtue I have, any virtue I have, dedicate them to you can have everything. So even this kind of situations, so Bodhisattva should have more to open to kind and loving to this whoever doing it. He's very angry, he's stupid, he's doing that, he will bear lots of karma, but instead we getting karma, but I will be dedicate everything I have. Maybe he can bring him happiness. And maybe not only that, next life he can make great and practice and liberate quick from suffering. So Bodhisattva have to be not give up anything because it look like he did very terrible things, but I'm dedicating everything to what I have. So that's why Bodhisattva who committed in mind of path, in that kind of unfortunate come to you, whoever doing this, they are not your enemy. Rather, you can accumulate in merit and purify by dedicating everything to him. So that's I'm pay off my debt, So he doing that since I have like a debtor, they have I owe this. So therefore they come to get it, what I owe. So I rather happily pay back, dedicate, have everything you want, and no an angry upset. So this is minor part, the Bodhisattva who engaging minor part, so have to have that kind of motivation and cultivation. And so here's Gese Lalin, meaning this is the how wish to enlightenment, and you follow this kind of path. This way you have the attitude, this way you have to conduct your conduction. So this is 12 stanza. I'll stop right there, so I'll go to another one.
Rinpoche?
Yes.
Not so much a question, but it was inspired because this 12 stanza made me think of Milarepa.
Yes. Yes.
Like, became enlightened through the back door, so to speak, because when his aunt and uncle stole all of his family's property and put his
Exactly.
mom and
So
sister into poverty.
exactly, you
He
did
got
good
angry,
point.
And he killed a bunch of people.
Right.
And then through that action, then he
Regret.
he became, he had to undergo a lot of hardships, tremendous hardships, but he became enlightened. And who knows what would have happened had he just given and said, okay, you can have it. So there are a lot of different avenues toward
Exactly.
but the path of the Bodhisattva that he took. And,
Right.
And your karma, which is can be always moving and changing and
Quick ripening your karma and purifying. So that's exactly what you say is a good example to use here. That's just when the stanza here, 11 and 12 is pretty much the same things. Yes, and Milarepa, just like you say, he was post-term, he's a wealthy man, young son. When his father died, he has abandoned. But when he got to adult time, then father dying, and then father give it to things to the aunt and uncle, and they keep it, they don't give it. And actually, in fact, use them as the servant, mother and daughter and so on, Milarepa and his sister. So they have work hard. They say they have to morning before sunlight come, they have to in the field to dig. And then come back home when they're dark. And then giving food like dog food. And treat them like dog, stay outside, do this and do that. So they live that. That was terrible. They treated. And so after all, and he go through, and his mother caused him, encouraged it. And one day he was, mother wanted him to go to study in writing, reading. He had teacher there. And so he was there, and the teacher would go to some marriaging by the teacher, and then teacher go and he go with the teacher, different tradition goes student of take care. So he go there, and then of course the marriage Tibetan have lots of alcohol using, and he's young man, he drink alcohol, So teacher told him to go take this offering to carrying home, you go. I'm come later. So he came carrying that. He was singing loudly. But his mother house, he was walking just above the mother house, his house. Mother was roasting the barley for the making zampa, and he hear some singing song, and he thought, not possible my son will do this. In the world, we are the worst. No happy to sing this kind of song. I don't think so him. But carefully she listening, really he's the singing. He drunk, he forget what's problem. Then mother was so upset, jumping and just, carrying the stick to hit him, and actually he hit him. And then he crying, mother crying. So then he wake up from the cry and then he realized he make mistakes. Mother say, can you believe this? In the world, we are the worst, suffering and pain. We are not happy to sing this song. How can do this? He said, forgive me, I mistake. I have little bit drink, and so I don't know what I'm doing. So now I know. So I want to make you to please. I want to be you to happy. Tell me what you want to do, make you happy. She emphasized him. Well, if you want to do for happy me, you have to kill this all enemy. I'll be happy. He said, let go. I'll do it. You can make everything ready. See, find a teacher who can teach me black magic. I will kill all of them and destroy all the harvest. So he did as promised right there, and mother happy, and he was happy to make happy the mother. And mother beginning to sell the little land and then prepare for offering to teacher all this thing. And then I think he sent it to you up there someplace, maybe a few days to go on horse. And she had them horse and food and offering for him. Then she was worried to send alone him because he's too young and he's also a little bit strong man. So waiting to someone pass by here to go to the same place, where to looking for the learn black magic, So then few of the rich people, children are the, go to there to get black magic. But they are kind of more enjoying and that they're not really serious. But then she invite them home, teach them few days there, and telling them, my son is lazy and he will not do a good job. Can you encourage him to serious? Because I need this. They said, no problem, we'll do it. So she treated all of them nicely. Then next day, and they left. And then before he left, the mother was repeatedly telling, these people going to learn black magic is rich people enjoying. I'm sending you here is really we need that. If you don't make this black magic alone and show the sign here, you come back, I'll die in front of you. So I'm not going to live. If you did that, I'll be happy. So she said, I promise to make happy to you and kill them. So he traveled with them. He go to and find some teacher there. So he was, who was teaching. He say he know only the hell to bring hell to destroy and harvest. He know that one. But he don't know really kill the people, But he said, I have friend who does that things. And that later you want, maybe I'll see. So that he teach, but all those rich people doesn't learn, they enjoy, So, and he was, and the rich people, they said they go home now, enough. They say this can impress the village. That's it. I don't need more. So they left. But then all of them, teacher gives some shot like this, each them. Then Milarepa get one too. So he go with little bit far, but he didn't go more than far. Then he come back. He say, my mother will kill in front of me because I am learn nothing, Then he go back to the teacher, but he was way down. Teacher see from the window. So teacher say to his wife, look at this boy. First time he came, he told me all the situation. I'm not believing him. But look like this man is see, everybody gone, he's there. He needs something strongly. Call him back here. Then he came back, he offering to the short teacher give him goodbye. He gave the offering to teacher. The teacher said, tell me what your story. Then he told all the detail. Said, completely destroy my family because I'm wealthy and healthy person. So I need this kind of not make good. I go back, my mother will kill in front of me. I go now, I need more the loan. Can you teach me? Then he told, I can teach this, only the help, bring in to destroy the harvest. But I don't have this special, but used to be when I need something to kill, then I send the people there, and he asked me to bring the hell down to destroy harvest, and he sent me. We exchanged at the way, but he's my friend. I'll send you that because I can see seriously you need. So that teacher helped him to sending another teacher, black magic. Really, he does things. And then he sent it. Now he thinks very sorry. This story, Meg, you need this. Then he sent it his own son, and also have best strong man sent it with him with the Milarepa to the other teacher. So they see the other teacher. And other teacher has accepted because his friend sent it, and then say, okay, I do have that. I never give anyone, but this is my teacher makes seriously writing here, so I'll teach you. But before I teach, you have to bring your own cape. You have to make on his cape. But that cape still there, existed somewhere, So Milarepa so is strong, and a big rock on the two sides, he put it as like pillar, and then big rock put over in the rope, and he made the cape himself by alone. So did that mean he's a very strong man, So that time his name is Abutuchen, meaning he's very strong, great strength. He has it. So the teacher teaching him, and then 7 days, and then he getting sign. So he practicing, and historically, and deities bring the fresh heart with the bloody heart appeared in front. He said, you want to what to do with this? And they appear like that. Then, and that case, he told some deities came, bring me this. So what is this sign? He said, now you stop. You okay? Now you can do it. Your job. And he sent it in a village, in a mountain, away hiding. He make this prepare to post harvest destroyed by hail falling. So that year completely stopped all the harvest. There no food left. So that's first time he did it. And then second time, and his uncle and aunt have marrying children, son and daughter, I guess. So they have lots of gathering people there, and underneath the lots of horse, above lots of people having good time. Then he makes some kind of thunder or some kind of magic. He killed 12 people right there, and all the horse and everything. So that time was obviously a mother can see far away that happening. Then mother was coming out in her house. She put some dirty cloth like banner, and she's waving that and screaming. So now you all know who's my son. That's my son doing for you now. You see, you told me you can, if you have many people, make war with me. I can fight with you. And you have anything in magic, you can do magic. I'm not giving anything belong what I have. I never have first place. So they told me this. Their mother says, you told me now. And we don't have the wealth, but we do have black magic too. Now you get that problem now. So she was kind of what you call revenging and telling people. So that is a kind of bad part in Milarepa did that, And then again, sometimes he go back, there are lots of history between, but then he saw his teacher, and he's staying with the teacher. So one day, teacher have to go someplace, people who dying, about to die, and ask him to come bless. Teacher go there, then, and the teacher saw the man who dying. he's hitting his chest. Says, I did not good my lifetime. I can see now all this problem now. I will be faced with this cause and effect now. So he crying and screaming. So teacher saw that. Then he thinks, and he did kill lots of black magic, killing people, discomforting. This karma can be terrible. So he was upset and come back home. He very upset. And Milarepa asked, what happened to teacher today? You are looking very upsetting. Then he said, well, I saw this. Now I can know not good thing. I'm dying soon. So I don't think I can do better in my life. Now I'm suffering, painful, and so I don't know what to do. The Milarepa says, don't worry about it. I'm too young. I can do everything. You can give me offering for my teacher. I find two Buddhists. I practice. And when I get enlightenment, I liberate you too. Teacher thinks that's a good idea. He said, I'll make all offering for you. You go for me. I be here to wait for what dead. And that was, he get all he needed. Then he go to take, Milarepa take everything what he's belong. He left to find teacher. First time he found the teacher, Nyingma tradition, very good, high realized person, teacher there. And then he told to their teachers, I'm from Kungtang. My name is, his name is Tupagai at early age. My name Tupaga, but I'm very simple person. I need to purify. So you have any way to this lifetime get enlightenment? Teaching like that. He said, of course, I do have that teachings. But even fortunate people doesn't need to meditate. Hearing to my teaching, you get enlightenment. Milarepa thinks black magic I learned within 7 days, 1 week or 1 week. This so simple. I'll get enlightenment. This is the right teacher for me. So teacher give teaching and left him to house and do. So he was not doing nothing. Milarepa just waiting for enlightenment. And then 7 day teacher come, how is now your meditation? There's nothing happen here. Then teacher say, well, I think so you are not ready for my teaching. My teaching too high for you. It's not affecting you. And I cannot liberate you. I cannot help you. But what I can say, you have karma that Kaji Marpa, who is a translator, have been in India many years, and he was completely on throne as Mahasiddha in Indian, and I come back to teaching in there. So you go that monastery, meet him. You have karma there. And a teacher told him the Marpa, then he tear was his eyes automatically. His karma is so strong. Then he say, okay, then he decided to just take things. And you left there, then he meet down there 3-4 children playing, young children playing in the river. Then before that, he was in the mountain. He saw the monastery, his Lama's, Marapa's monastery. And seeing that make him change. He completely renounced his world. I'm going to get enlightenment benefit. So he already had some attitude there, changing. So then he moved down to the river. There's 3 children playing around. One of these very high, knotted head, very charming, look, big eye, unusual. And then he generally asked the 3 children, can you know where is it? Marpa, Mahasiddha Marpa, a translator Marpa. And then no one answered him, but the young, very charming boy, it says, oh, that's my father. And the first time he said, I don't know translator Marpa, but my father is named Marpa too. He's implied field there. You can see him there. And then, of course, that made him to, I'm seeing him soon. But then, that the son of the Marpa, which is, he have 7 sons. That son is supposed to be holding his lineage, but he passed away. But anyway, he met there, go uphill, and he saw the big, young, old man flying the field. But that night, Marpa had the dream. Marpa's dream that Marpa's teacher Naropa, he saw Naropa there, and Naropa have the bajra like this, very dirty. And Naropa told him to take this one, polish this, and then it will shine. You put in the mountain, this will light coming, shining all over. That's your job. You do this. He deemed that. That they make him a special sign. He's in wake up morning. He told his wife, now, today, I have to go to fly the field. And Marpa wife said, you are very famous high yogi Lama. Why you need to go to fly the field? He said, don't talk too much. Just do what I say. He's a little bit aggressive on his story. So Marpa says, one kind of bottle, wine, chang, call. One bottle for myself, one bottle for my guests, one bottle for up to the rest. So 3 different bottles make a chang or wine and give me, I'm going to ply the field. So here I'm welcoming. He knows the Milarepa is the one he teacher prophesied. The Bajra was dirty because Milarepa has so much done that was there. So Naropa show him, you have to clean that, and that's your job. Then you don't leave there, but there is shining bright, put on the mountain, so light all over shinings. That's what Marpa takes seriously on the dream. His teacher say, the Marpa did this morning, so Marpa has applied the field. Then Milarepa asked, can you show me Marpa? Where is Marpa? He said, well, I can show you Marpa, but what you do, you have to apply all the field, lap over. Here's you drink now. Then apply the field, then drink all this wine. Then you come at that house. Then I'll be there, I'll show you Marpa. But then actually, we have always sign and symbol. We always thinking that sign something is very important. So the sign, what he did was Milarepa apply the whole field, not have anything. Then drink all the wine too. So this is symbol is that he will take all the teaching, he will be truly accomplished, completely perfect enlightenment. That's a symbol indicate there. And he did go to a house and he wanted to see the man who can show him Marpa. But actually that man was sit on the throne. He was very wrathfully there, He told him, can you show me Marpa? And Marpa, where's Marpa? He said, I'm the Marpa, you bow me. Then he was kind of impressed himself. He bowed to. Then he told, I'm from Gongdang. A very simple person. I destroy harvest and kill as many people and animal. So that sin I have, I have to purify this sin this lifetime. Otherwise, I'm not reborn again human being. So please, you give me the instruction, whatever can get me liberated. I offer my speech, mind, body to you, but I want to receive teaching and also live here and get food too. And Marpa was very wrathfully said, it's unfair. If you want to see some other teacher, find some teacher, I can, give food and place to live here. If you want to receive teaching from me, you have to find food and place to live someplace else. I'm not giving all of them. But then he looked at that, karmically he connected this to the Lama, I want to receive teaching. This Lama can do for me. So he said, well, and up to he thinking that he says, I will receive teaching from you, but I'm finding food for myself here and there. So that's their commitment. So then he met the Marpa there. That history can long, when His Holiness Dalai Lama talk about this Milarepa story, he crying. Stop there, and he crying. But he crying moment, then he will be laughing too. So, but he was, his story is so strong. And so then Marpa, very wrathful, so he did lots of difficulty. Milarepa hasn't carrying things in the back, he has sore. Human story doesn't have sore in the backside. Donkey have sore, be carrying things, So Milarepa have sore here, then he not leave him alone, then he carrying the rock in front here. And then that's where he worked. So he's, work for the purifying and get this true teaching from the Marpa was he go through lots. Sometime Marpa is about to giving teaching, Milarepa walk in, then Milarepa ask him to give teaching, then Marpa say, you have offering. He said, I don't have the offering. You are a very shameless person because I bring this from India, this teaching. I'm completely sacrificing my life, go to hard, lots of insect, lots of danger. I took that my life to take this teaching. Now you have even no offering to get this teaching. You very shame. Marpa beat him up. Not beat simply, just throw the rock, pick up, throw a rock. Marpa is a strong man also too, I think. But then Milarepa have no slight doubt. He thinks my karma, I have to purify. My guru knows I am the karma. I have to purify. So he never refused. He wanted to get teaching there. He worked and he built house. He do all kind of things. Sometimes actually he left, but he thinks that's my problem. I have too much defilement to receive the pure teaching, get enlightenment. He left. And when he left, then Marpa's wife says, one Milarepa left, and he will ask to his wife, where is my poor man, where is this? I don't see him. So she said, well, you don't like him, look as your enemy. So he left. And then he go in his throne and sit and meditate a little bit, a handful of brali, hold it, then he praying to Lama in a Yidam protector, bring my fortunate disciple right now. So he throw the rice. And then Milarepa was somewhere, he's doing some readings, a sutra called Sutra of the Weeping. So one Bodhisattva looking teacher, he weep all direction by longing for teacher. So Milarepa reading that sutra, but he was read very good and somebody hired him, we get food, and you can read this. When he read, then he saw this Bodhisattva did so good, so much, nothing I did, So he thinks I should go back. So Marpa was praying, the Buddha and Bodhisattva. He had reading at the same time, this coincidence happening. So he changed, Milarepa changed. No, I have to go back. I'm bad already. This may really bad. I'll be distant my teacher. He go back. So many times like that, this is so much historically, just his question was kind of right fit in here. So that is the Bodhisattva way. So he worked hard to purify for many years, staying like that, suffering and pain. But lots of things. He's Marpa's wife helping him a little bit. But then that case, Marpa was very upsetting with her too. So anyway, so this kind of story, one story is very, Buddha Sutra have some story, Bodhisattva, but this Milarepa is the one in Tibet happening this, This is kind of, and that is maybe 10, 12th century, happening this. And so it's very popular now. It's translated in English, his song and his story. So this is the how walk to get enlightenment. So selflessly, he worked hard with the devotion. He no doubt at all. Up to a certain point, then one time, actually, Milarepa's wife has turquoise, big turquoise, very expensive. When Marpa married her, that time, her parents says, look like this Lama is very aggressive, very angry person. In case you don't get along, this turquoise, you can live, good your life, and you don't show him this. Hide it, and time comes you use it. So she was not showed this for Marpa in keeping herself. And then she saw, then he kicking out many times from the teaching because he have no offering. So she was very kind again. So she's very wonderful actually. She's in a divine, female form of Buddha too. So she kind and she give her this. And he say to Milarepa, say, Mother, you give me this. I will think he will not accept this. And she said, well, this is my parent give me separately, not show him. I never show him this. So this not belong him, this mine, I'm giving you. So he take that, and lots of high Bodhisattva, his disciple, are receiving Vajra Tantra teaching. Milarepa walk in there from the door. Marpa looking very personal eye, looking to him, where are you going? He said, I want to receive the initiation. What offering you have? I have here, turquoise. He said, bring here, I'll look at it. And he look and he can see the turquoise is very expensive. So where you get it? But he have to tell, honestly, he know omniscient. Mother give me. He said, call her. And she asked him, I marry, you belong me. Whatever you belongs to mine. How come you give this to him to make he to get the initiation? He have to have his own. And they yelled and shouted her. Then he wake up from the throne and bring Milarepa out. They pull up like hold it and throw in a rock. Milarepa become unconscious there. And Milarepa is continuing giving initiation to others. So that's very mean. It's kind of abuse, you call American term. But Milarepa know what he's doing. And Milarepa know exactly what he's doing too. So he have never doubted anything. So but then he gained consciousness. Then he thought, well, I don't think so I'll get teaching and initiation. But the best I can do is I'm going to die now, suicide myself. Prayer. Next lifetime, I born near him. And I have maybe wealthy family to have lots of offering to offer him. Then I'll get teaching and receive teaching. I can be very comfortable. That's the best way. This life, too bad karma. He will not give teaching. But this means myself impure. I am not pure enough. So my teacher know everything. So I have to take my life to get born next. So he was in a rock and ready to jumping into river. The Marpa was concerned and sending his one of the best disciple. Ask him, you go see what happened, where he is now. So Milarepa about to jumping. And they consulting him, don't worry, teacher telling, Lama telling us to get you. So that meaning he's really kind, loving, take as your disciple, no, don't worry. And then he come back. So I think that time he didn't get that initiation. But after that, sometime, then Marpa invite him to home, his room. Marpa gave just his story of his guru, how much hard work to get him receive these teachings. And he giving background a little bit, how hardship for him to get these teachings. And he said, compare how much you did to here. And then Milarepa thinks he don't do anything this. So he have to work harder. So he gets some teaching, never get teaching, always get yell and shouting. But now at least he get his story. He get Upasaka bow, something like that. And then after that, I think he getting more gentle and he build all different house. And when he's building, then he say, this house that I don't design. So Milarepa said, you are here, you told me. He said, I was drunk that day. And second time, he said, oh, I don't pay attention. And one day he asked, Marpa's wife to be witness, but she said, I will be not good witness. She will not listen to me anyway. And she did come, but that time again, he not allowed to destroy the house. So there's many history there. Finally, then he was beginning to receive the teaching. The Milarepa staying in the mountain. What he meditated, he's very strong meditator. He put in a battle lamp above his head. He sit there, and he battle lamp fall down. He knows he's distracting there. So he carrying, so one point the don't spell the battle hymn going on his head. That's why he's meditated for many months there. And that time Marpa came to his cave and asked him, do you come out? But then he was very attached to staying there. If I come out, maybe I cannot go back again. Now I'm staying very comfortable meditation, progressing. And he didn't come out. Then Marpa's wife came. I said, you better come up. You know your Lama is not short temper. Before you get angry, you come out. So he thinks, well, that's true. Then he come out. Then Marpa was very kindly instructed and asked him what the meditation, how much you develop. Then he can able to answer all the questions Marpa asked him. Then Marpa know exactly where he is. At that time, he was dreaming his house, his family, mother, and all these things. Then one day, morning early, he came to Marpa place where he's staying from the cave. And so that time, Marpa was sleeping. And she was on the door singing, requesting, please let me go because I have my visions. I see this thing. Maybe one time I go to look at my family, my mother especially. So Marpa wake up, the sun was shining on his head. So he makes, says, and that's very good now. Sun shining in my head is meaning my teaching lineage will be like sun pray to all the world, light. So in my teaching you can share the other, greatly benefit many beings. That was the sun shining on my head. But I was sleeping when you come. That meaning maybe not good because I may not see anymore you, as physically. I'm going to die before I will not see in physically, but I'll see the Pure Land. So Marpa said that then beginning, Marpa said time for you to go, and then ask they make Gana Chakra offering. So that time in Malaria Palazzo vision, the empowerment last there, he saw the deities there, then appears. So these all kind of things that start. But anyway, then he go home and he didn't come back. But when he go home, big house fall apart, and all the holy dharma is falling apart. It becomes nest of the mouse and all this thing. And then his mother dead. Mother's bone is part there, completely up in there, but no one take care because they said this house have ghosts. Milarepa make lots of people kill. He live here, in this place no one come. So mother dying, no one take care. His body is there, and he take care that way and make her to be meditate, liberate mother. Then after that he go to cave, and he's staying until he get enlightenment in the cave. And so until he get enlightenment, he says, also sing, nga chewe jikpe rila tu, namshi chami gom-gom-ne, chimi chansa sinte thal. Ta chewe jikpa ngala means he sing song that way. What he says is that I was striving to, afraid. I'm afraid to die. And I had to find something which make me to fearless to die. And then I meditate impermanent forever up to that. But now through the meditation or impermanent meditation, me become totally immortality. He have no death, no life, no death, no born. And that stage I'm getting because through the meditating and impermanent. So I'm staying this place. Then that time he was fully enlightenment. So there's a story, shortcut. There's so many books you can read that. I think so. We are 14 stanza, is it? 13, I guess. Yes. So maybe you stop right there in time. Is that right?
We got about 15 minutes.
You want a question or what?
We can do questions.
Okay. But this story takes a little bit of time. I could do few stanzas, but anyway,
Well,
good. Tomorrow we can do it.
okay. If people have questions.
Yes, a question, a question about the stanza. What are we talking about? Some I miss it explaining, and sometimes you need the feedback to me also. Somebody reading books too this day, so please don't hesitate. We can discuss. Yes, please.
I have a question, Rinpoche.
Yes.
Related to the verse number 11,
Mm-hmm.
where it says, the perfect Buddhas are born from the intention to benefit others. Since I'm obviously not a perfect Buddha, do you have suggestions or strategies of how to implement that for me as the human being that I am now,
Mm-hmm.
to get out of the habit of constantly thinking about myself and thinking about
But
others?
again, we're hearing the teaching, and this is Bodhisattva talking. Bodhisattva work that way. He said, you are following. This is the way to follow in the pure Bodhisattva to get enlightenment. But we are human being, so human beings have humankind conditions. You make family, you have children, you may, it's just, all the human beings do have. So you have to kind of loving whoever you are responsible. You have husband, maybe take care of your husband kindly, lovingly. You have children, do your best. And then that is Dharma too. And that way, good pure motivation, then do anything become Dharma. Your motivation is not feel more selfish way, then all even you do Dharma become nothing, not Dharma, non-Dharma become. So you have to be, can be what we're hearing, immediately I can do exactly what they say. But this is a Bodhisattva boy, he's realized this way, and he's showing us this is the way you can get enlightenment. So he has Bodhisattva level. You want to come there, this is the way I get. You can surely get this. And this is the way to go. So that meaning you have to careful say, I can do everything what we say here. You have give up, renounce this. We talk about lots. So you have to make limited yourself how much you can give up. And no frustrating here. So, you don't have to give up, but adjust to your motivation. I'm taking care of family. This family is one of the being, So this is my karma. I can take my husband, take care of my children. I do my best. Again, I cannot do everything. If human being have lots of things, do my best with kind, loving, from your pure heart. That is work for, if you pure enough, your motivation, that is Bodhisattva way to walk to enlightenment too. But you can do lots of things, look like you are Dharma. The motivation is more self-cherishing. That's not Dharma, So this is, see, last we have a story, Buddha has given his body to someone, But some place he killed someone. So then normally, ordinarily say, somebody killing, how can he be enlightened? He's evil, he killing someone. But look at why he hit that. The big purpose. He know this man killing this Arhat and killing him as a obtainable level of Bodhisattva, he will be karmically forever in hell. He want to say, okay, I'll kill, but I go to hell for him, but I want him to not go. So he completely selfless, So that's why he killed, because his motivation, he's killing, they're not good, but his motivation with the killing is saving this person. And he also dedicated himself, rather I'm going to hell, killing him, not him to get suffering, So that's defending action is look like negative, but motivation so pure, that brings, even if he is passed into to Siddha heaven, he born there, but still continually Bodhisattva form, So that's intention is different. So that is means focus, do your best. What kind of bring your intention, motivation, So that is important. It makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, do your best, We are all doing best, We have not become like the, Gulju told me he did something like, he lived in the mountain alone, not eating one day, not drinking, and one day, but sometimes I think he don't drink. don't eat for a long time, just meditate. And that was this great master did. He composed this one. And his story is kind of, I don't know, just like close to Milarepa too, we can do it. But then he giving their idea is, you really want to enlighten quick, this is the way to go. But we can devotion to him and following the text, reading and listening, try to do your best you can to good motivation. Self-cherishing is not good, but selflessness is very good. You work for selflessly, anything you do, that will be into part of Bodhisattva. Okay? Okay, so some question here?
Yes,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stanza 12, if we are dedicating our body possessions and all virtue to the three times for the benefit of a person who takes our wealth or in this, should we also be worried about the negative karma that they are creating in the action that they're doing? Or is us dedicating this to them takes away the negative karma?
So you have the power to do so?
No?
Then let go what you have. The Buddha can do it that, so he's doing it. But we are not. We are not Buddha. So what you have, you try to let go, and that's the best way. Other we try to grab that. So this mind, you cannot do it. Then what happened? That person, in the first place, doesn't know any dharma. He will challenge you. It will you just lots of problem there, fighting, blooding, and maybe sometime. So only we can do is let go. And now let go as sense as kind of mentally motivate to be okay. He can have it if you want. So you motivate that way. That's better. So not other way you want to say protect your belong to you. He take it. How you protect it? You have to tell him not take it. That's mine. He will not listening. He will be approach your life, and maybe physically very harmful there. So in order to avoid it, that is it's okay. You take anything you want. I'm not challenging, and you take not only that. Any virtue I've done, I dedicate you to be free of your suffering. So that's why the Bodhisattva dedicate. What is the capability we have? So we do is when we are not capable, and try and more trouble then to limit ourselves how much we can do it. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, please.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
You're welcome.
Concerning that same stanza, can we say that in that stanza it is cause and effect to look at the karma in terms of that stinginess leads to poverty and generosity leads to wealth?
Yes.
There is this reciprocation of, and when it comes to somebody else, we can't control that at all. So is that...
But you mean somebody doing that?
Yeah.
I cannot protect.
Right, but
Not,
but the law of karma is in that, in the sense of what we can control as ourselves, right? So
that's it's ourselves is to do our best to let go. When you are not clinging too much, grasping too much, he may not do that things. But he doing this because I'm clinging there. So my clinging caused the problem actually, And also, I may don't steal from him last life, be beat of him, and I was maybe better than him, so I did mistreating him.
So the law of karma, definitely.
Then he coming back to say, I will borrow you, now give back. So no choice, I have to say yes, sir. So that's the reason we pay off if you do so, So that's helpful,
That's why we always look at least for me, I always blame the self-cherishing attitude and the self-grasping ignorance is the source of all my problems, because things are coming back to me and I have to just deal with it.
Of course, that is, you're honestly telling me all of them has that problem, same things, So you say, you have sometimes you have self-cherishing yourself, we all have that, And someone have more stronger, less, but we do. If we don't have that, we may not hear. We become like the Ngulchu Tongme, this author, and like him in enlightenment. So we do have all the poisons, We have attachment, we have desire, we have anger, we have jealous, we have greed, all these things. So we can, one of these there, then all of them there. One of completely removed, none of them there. Because they are depending, originating.
Right.
Desire, anger, that depend on each other. And then stupid is causing all. So the rest of the other affliction, emotion are all the depending originated, you know. So that is a way it is. Do our best again, you know. So we're talking about the enlightened world. They are enlightenment. And we're talking this. And I'm telling what is their text there, what they wrote. But I'm thinking of, can we do this? I don't think so. But we can motivate it, faith and trust. This can cause this. I do small part this way to walk to, you know. Maybe I'm not giving up, but I do what I can, my capability. We have to start somewhere, you know. So that's the way we think of that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Rinpoche, so it talked about the dew on a blade of grass being impermanent. So I'm thinking, so what really makes you happy maybe is the beauty of the impermanence of the blade of grass, the dew on the grass.
Yeah, that's good idea. Yes, good. That's very good. So therefore, some sutra, Buddha says his word, what he says, something, I don't know, I call, but this is exactly you can have, this will help you. Okay. Kiwa shipe, jigba shipe, meda shi, nila jugpe nang, Tambechune Tokparchas, that is condensed all sutra thing. So that is a saying, you know, born, and whoever is born, this means you're going to die. You in Paul part, you know. Whatever existent is become non-existent. It's not forever, because dependent originated. One, you know this will destructible and this will not really last long. So then, see this is not last long, then you know impermanent. It's all gone. Why? This impermanent. Nothing existed. Buddha says everything in the world, nothing exists. Because all originated from dependent originated. Everything what we have is one orange and make it depend to another, you know. Then this way, all the phenomena create that way. None of this them really true, you know. So this all none of them true, and everything changed. That means you know that there's everything impermanent. When you know the everything impermanent, that hit everything impermanent means everything empty. And then impermanent lead to understanding emptiness. You realize emptiness, then you realize all the dharma that we should study, all the realize you have understanding and the realization come next. So this is kind of again dependent, but this is helping to what your question is, right?
Yes. So dependent origination, sometimes for me anyway, I think, oh, that's bad, or, you know, oh, that's dependent originated, but it's not really good or bad, right? It's just what it is.
Well, I mean, if you are practicing analyzing that, good to be analyzed, because this will be making you realizing what it is truth, you know. So that is a benefit by you studying and analyzing, and then will be make you know this is what it really is, you know, and that helping you to get into more deep and subtle level of true nature, you know. Everything is not real because everything depending. You are here, Peter, but you look at your Peter. You have never had inside, outside your body is no Peter there. That you labeling Peter who you are. You know, I say Peter, you say yes, But then you can see, where is Peter? Your head, hand, everywhere, skin, bone, everything, detail, look at, no Peter there. Peter is dependent originated. All these five again and sense, all these things, then compose your body, and then your ego says, I am Peter now. So now you think you Peter, but Peter is not existent, the one you analyze. But you not analyze, relatively you are there. So that is confusing. Then you there, you need to eat, you have to sleep, you drink, you money, pay rent, this and that, all come up there. But then when you realize actually Peter is not truly existed. I don't know your question makes sense, answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Yes.
One thing that you asked on the same stanza there. So the happiness of the three rooms is like a dew on the tip of a blade of grass. Is that similar or close to the same as the saying of samsara and nirvana have the same taste? Is it like the same thing as that? Is that it's the same?
Same, what the same?
Like, well, and the same, that happiness of the three realms is like the dew on the tip of a blade of grass.
Uh-huh.
The same kind of.
Right. So then you say compare this will be happiness and unhappiness is same.
The same. The nirvana and samsara have the same taste.
If you're there, you are same. You're not there, then you're not same. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You understanding?
Mm-hmm.
You're transcending all the concept, then you are there. And then no samsara different. You have to operate samsara or you are striving to get nirvana. Nirvana is empty, samsara is empty. Are you there? My question is. Mm-hmm. You're not there yet, right?
Right.
Then you have to go work with that. Sometime in the Mahabharata teaching there is a one trace. Rojik we call one trace or equanimity. So that means you don't have samsara that's scared, you run away and looking for heaven and nirvana that you're striving to get that. So you get into striving the nirvana, and that's this, ego too, and scare samsara, big ego there to you afraid because of your ego, But then you realize you're totally empty, ego is not ego, selflessness. What make difference for samsara and nirvana? What make the suffering or happiness? You don't have concept of happiness or concept of suffering. You transcend all concept. So that make difference, no difference, you see? But we are still different. You eat this morning, this lunch. Now you are going to dinner, right? So that means we have to live with that. And I don't have to eat like Milarepa staying 12 years on the mountain, no food, human condition. Then we are samsara nirvana equal. And then you don't have to worry about. Until then, we have to be focused according to Buddha says, So there's a relative and absolute. You have to distinguish between, when talking absolute, not too much to do so much. But in a talking nothingness, so much to take also that you can make anything talk of the emptiness. But relative, you have subject, you have something to debate with the subject, but on the absolute truth, you have no subject object, so you have nothing to debate there, actually. But they debate because they intellectually make up that debate. Okay.
Okay. So dedication.
Yes,
prayer.
please, yes.
Page 13.
Deye tam je ze ba ni to nai ni pe da nai ban je ni tian gai nai ji ba lai tu ba yi si pen zo le do wa shu Jambe pa hoi che tra ken pa gun to zang bo de yang de shin de Te da king ge je so da lo chi. Ge wa te da tam je ra tu mo. Jam pe sem ne ren bo je. Ma ge pa nam ge jur je. Ge ba nyam pa me pa da. Con ne con tu pe wa yo. Sangye ku so ni pe jen la. Ju ni min gyur den pe jen la. Ge de me je den pe jen la gi. Je da ngo wa me la du ma shu.